That's a little better, whatever the fuck. What's up, champies? How are y'all doing? How is everyone fucking doing? Whoa, recording again. I actually should have recorded this sooner, but I'm going to record another one again probably in a few days, catch up and release. This is the 5th episode, and welcome back, Shampter-Nation. So, man, everything lately I've been doing is last minute. And I broke that fucking practice a while ago, but once I got out of lockup, it has just been procrastinating. I've been so normal human, so not as effective. And that's changing today. Today I've already been on fire. And I'm not even supposed to be recording the podcast, but I'm doing it already because we got to blaze forward and get to new levels. And I'm sick and tired of living here. I have the worst neighbor alive, and I just found out the property manager is his uncle. What the fuck? This is going to be an issue. So this fucking crackhead's going to be here just acting crazy for a fucking while. I'm just going to have to deal with it. Either way, I'm still going to have a conversation about it to the property manager, see what he says, because he owes me. Owes me on some shit. At least I can get my word in. Oh, great, starting on a negative note. But yeah, we're going to be on fire this year. 2018 is about to be May. Fire. Some good things have happened. Some life-changing things might have even happened. I don't really want to talk about, but let's just say some businesses and some opportunities have opened up a little bit, and things are coming soon. Gonna have a Kickstarter soon for a new tech project that we've been working on for 3 years. Me and a great friend of mine, another brother of mine up north, we have a business, and that just overcame some humps. So we're just moving. We're just moving. Anyway, we got to just keep cracking, keep going. So, yeah, everything I've been doing lately is last minute, including this podcast. Like, I try to start, I wasn't even supposed to record today. But then I decided, fuck, I should record. I set up the fucking mock studio, all the fucking equipment and shit. And then by the time I did that and got enough dabs, I felt ready to start. It's an hour before this person's supposed to pick up some shoes. What the fuck? And I need the money. Because yesterday, lost my fucking phone. I was just being an idiot, left the homies, faded, got in the fucking shit, light rail, because I got kicked out of my friends, my homies, quote unquote friends' house for being loud, but really we were just cracking jokes and we weren't being loud. But got kicked out because she was a bitch. Apparently when I left she tried to kick everyone out, but they all were able to stay. But I just left because like, alright, I'm done with this shit. Fuck off, everyone. Dipped. Was about to call an Uber, which would have been the move if I knew that I would have fucking left my fucking phone. But no. My fucked up ass calls or sees that I'm a half mile away from the fucking light rail. Go and get on the light rail. Half fall asleep on the way back. Get off my stop. And as soon as this light rail passes me and I'm pressing the fucking button for the crosswalk to change, I reach into my pocket and no phone. And as you just heard my fucking text message go off, which I'm just about to silence this bitch, I had to get a new one. Because I make business, man. You know, once I got the new phone, I saw, oh, had an eBay sale, excuse me. Couple offers come in, had an offer up sale waiting. I make money off my phone, man. What the fuck? So I was gonna try to track it down, but then it looked like it got off the light rail, so I just a lot of hobos and shit on it. It wasn't gonna last by the time it got to me, so I had to drop 2 bills, which isn't really a lot of money, but man, I've just been bleeding too much money and it needs to stop because expenses keep building, and I'm trying to make more money. The primary way that I make most money is, online sales like that. But also, I write these fucking blogs for my homie's company, and dude, gut wrenching at the end of it, and I still want to make more money off of it. But that's another fucking grind. Everything's a fucking grind. This podcast is not a grind though. Fuck it. At least, just been fucking rambling for 6 minutes on nothing. Anyway, pretty sure my dad's a accidental racist. He's Indian. He's a first generation immigrant. But yeah, he's extremely conservative. He came to America in like I think 1980. America was conservative then, and he just sucked on the tea to that Republican straw and just became a big ass conservative cow. So I mean, he backs Trump. He talks some crazy shit about um, like black people. It's sort of crazy. It's funny though. It's funny. But it's fucking crazy. Um, yeah, it's pretty wild. But it's not a big deal for me because I love him, but it's pretty crazy because it gets us in some crazy situations. The other day he made me so goddamn mad. He came to me on the craziest tip. Pick me up. When was? Oh, this is on the way to Christmas. This is the type of conversations I have. Excuse me. I have with my dad. Okay, so he picks me up for Christmas. You know, because I don't got a license right now because I'm a piece of shit and I've done too much shit in my life. But well, not really. Whatever. Yeah, I played parts in all this shit. Um, Side note. Wait. Back main note. He comes and picks me up and he tells me, like, I don't know what like maybe 2 minutes in, he's like, you know what, VJ? You are too black. I'm like, what the fuck? He said, yeah, you're just black. You're like too black. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, you have like most of your friends are black and like that's all you do. And like he just assumed all this crazy shit that's not even true. Yeah, I got some very close black homies. Are most of my friends black? No. I'm trying to think the race of most of my friends are, but I think that of my friends, most of them are probably brown. Like Mexicans or Nepali. I got, or white. Like it's all like pretty equal, but black people are probably the lowest. Like I got my homie Ricardo, who I call as my friend is pretty crazy. And if someone's watching this as my black homie, I'm forgetting you. Oh, Polo, you know. So it's like, yeah, I got some black homies. Definitely from the yard and shit. I can remember a bunch now. But I mean, not counting in the yard, because you're forced to chill with your race, not counting in prison. Yeah, my homie Ricardo, his brother. Fuck, man, if I'm forgetting you, I'm sorry. So it's like, I don't know. Anyway, he was just accusing me. He's like, "Yeah, man, all your homies are that." That's crazy. The way that I did my dad's voice was about to be like a grimy nigga's voice, like a grimy, like, "Hey, yo, all your homies is black, man. You're too black." But then I was like, just listening to him. But then I got mad heated. I was like, "Yo," and the other thing you say, he's like, all your friends, that you're black, and you curse all the time. That's what blacks do. And you know, one time in Thanksgiving 12 years ago, we had our lawyer in for the divorce for Thanksgiving, and he's the one that brought it up to me. So ever since then, I've been thinking it. Huh, nigga? You've been thinking about this for 12 years? Because some white man came up into our crib for Thanksgiving and our fucking crib and your fucking crib and told you what he thought about me? Fuck that. Oh, I think your son is too black. I think you got too many black friends. God damn, my hair is trash, by the way. But anyway, that's crazy. My dad said that shit, right? But yo, he's saying this to me, trying to tell me to not be so black and to not have so many black friends. Fuck off, man. I'm a grown man. I'm doing what I'm gonna do. And I don't even have that many black friends. Don't assume shit without figuring it out or asking even. You know? I'm not gonna tell my dad what I tell everyone, which is SAD, suck a dick. But, if he was anyone else, I would tell him that. Straight up. But it's my dad. I love him, and honestly, he cares about his children, so let him critique me on that shit. I just, in the end, right now, this shit is hilarious. So, so that just sets it up. That's in the comfort of his like shitty ass Mitsubishi Galant that's like falling apart. One day we're gonna drive from here to there. It's like an hour fucking drive, and that's just gonna disintegrate into brick dust, and we're gonna find out that it was just a fucking old school Chevy that someone painted up because that shit is not running like no Asian car. Mitsubishi Japanese, that doesn't run like it. Thank God he got a fucking diesel because that shit, no. You know what I'm saying? It's not a car anymore. It's like, it's a fucking wagon. Not even a joke. It's the same color as a wagon. It got the same rust marks, and it goes about the same speed, and its transmission is just as reliable. It's fucking trash. I'm so happy he got something else. He's like, oh, I finally put like 8 G's into a car. It was a steal. He got a car that's worth like 15 for 8. Beautiful job. Huh? That's the first time? This last shit that I just had to swallow, I dropped like 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, Pops, you killing me. So I can redefine it in Asian thriftiness. Anyway, he's redefining Asian racism. Oh shit. Nah, can't pick it up. We recorded, motherfuckers. My business partner. Not gonna pick it up. Can't do it right now. Sorry. Sorry. Anyway, the only thing that's gonna interrupt this is that offer up thing, because that's a stranger. You can't really return their calls. You just gotta sort of suck a dick and let them tell you what to do if you want to make sales. That's the big thing about making sales. That's why most people don't want the job. It pays a lot, right? But to be good, you gotta suck a good dick. Pause. That's the truth, though. Figuratively. And maybe literally. If you're a dude or a man, It's all equal opportunity out here. What the fuck? Back was feeling weird. Man, when my back feels weird, it's a problem. I've had a major back surgery in my back, and it was not because like my discs were misaligned or anything, or I had a bulging disc. It was like, or any issues with my vertebrae, but I had a cyst that grew around my backbone, around my spine. And so, they had like a few minor operations that didn't get it completely. And then they had a major one, which like made me attached to a machine for like 6 months, a wound evac, which, the wound has to heal from the inside out. And then the bacteria has to be somehow kept clean. So they do like a type of chemical burn on it, really. Every week, maybe twice a week. And Yeah, the first time I looked around, I could see my backbone. That's how crazy this shit was. Like, I've seen my own backbone. Like, I've seen it turn. Like, I saw it once. I was good from that. And honestly, most of my extra weight is from that because I just ate a bunch of shit. But finally, this year, I could tell that I'm doing some better things. I'm getting some more sleep, intermittent fasting, be a little bit more careful about my diet. Big boy shit. I've been living a kid's life for too long. And I mean, I've been a kid who's making a lot of money, and I'm still gonna be a kid forever, personality wise. But dude, gotta fucking get out of a 1 bedroom apartment surrounded by college kids in the cheapest apartment around, and it's still about $800 living next to a crackhead. And this is how we just keep moving, right? This whole podcast is a stream of consciousness. But luckily, I'm not as high as I usually been. This is why I didn't smoke a blunt before the podcast. I just smoked a couple dabs after I ran a few errands, and I'm awake and more alert. And I'm doubling down a little bit on sleep. I'm betting more on it so that I can improve my life and be more effective. So I actually remember where I left that fucking conversation. So why did this ring? I just muted this. I gotta mute the ringer too, huh? Cat. I've had an iPhone forever. This is the exact same iPhone I've had. Stop. This is retarded. Will not fully mute. Um, yeah, I've had this. I got the same exact iPhone, and I'm acting like I'm brand new. But last time, for some reason, I muted. I could never bring it back. Like, it's weird. Like, I was probably just like on some shit, fucking flying around the fucking galaxy, just pressing the low button, trying to keep shit quiet to myself while I was fucking moving around, and that didn't really work. Um, but yeah, going back to my dad being a racist guy. We're all sort of racist, dude. We all have like these stereotypes we work with. Like most black people, you know, they know to stay away from other black people they don't really know or fuck with. And I mean, statistics state that they should do the same. The majority of civilian shootings, or even shootings, I think in the inside the U.S. are unfortunately black on black because it's a little bit glorified, to be strapped up, moving around, and pulling out the blicky and just letting it off whenever the fuck you feel like it, which is sort of fucking crazy. It's more than fucking crazy, but people are just fucking crazy with that. And I'm in one of the crazy states for it, Arizona. Florida's pretty crazy, but Arizona's Florida sub A. If there's a crazy state in the fucking country, it's definitely Florida at number one, but Arizona is 1B. It's just a little bit quieter. Like, more consistent, crazy, low key stuff happens here for sure in terms of like big. This is the underground drug capital of the fucking U.S. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking crazy out here. It's just a fucking border. The border's right there. It just fucking goes down. It's the hub. People out here, if you in other states and they fucking talking about you, they'll always immediately think you're the plug. If you have nothing to do with drugs. They'll be like, oh, are you from Phoenix? Oh, okay, cool, cool. So what's the price? So what the fuck you talking about, dude? um. Anyway, so my brother had to go to the quinceañera. All right, this is the quinceañera. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I think I did. I ran into a prison guard, the on the outside, and I ran into him at this quinceañera. My brother was like the man of the bride or whatever. I don't even know. Why does it get brighter without that light? How does that make sense? I need to fuck with this shit. Anyway, we dropped my brother off at the quinceañera. We're not really dressed for it. My brother gave us like directions 20 minutes before we were supposed to leave, like on what to do. So none of us knew what the fuck to do. So we didn't end up going. But where we did end up going was an El Pollo Loco, an old family favorite. You see, in my family, we used to like, I have the worst, one of the worst moms of all time. You know, she didn't like kill nobody that I know of, but she's pretty bad, tormentorous bitch. You know, she's in top 10 worst, top 10% worst. She's in the top 90 percentile of the shittiest moms of all time for sure. I think so. That's pretty high. You know what I'm saying? Because most moms automatically are pretty loving and nurturing. She was none of that for me. No nurturing. I bet you I didn't even drink fucking breast milk. That's how bad it was. Probably got starved as a kid. Stupid cunt. Anyway, and I'm not even joking. That what I just said there probably turned off so many listeners. It's real. If you're a mom and you're bad to your kid, be prepared. You're creating fucking monsters, especially if they're males. It takes them a while to fucking fix it. Okay? And even if they can, it might not be. They say dads fuck up. The dad's relationship to their daughters is very important, and the mother's relationship to their sons is very important. That's why there's a thing called daddy's girl and mama's boy. Okay? So these are stereotypes and sayings that have lasted for quite a long time, and it's quite true. Because what ends up happening is the way that your relationship is with your mom, or the if you're a dude, or the way your relationship is with your dad, if you're a woman, affects how you deal with members of the opposite sex naturally. So I automatically have heightened suspicion and just distrust with women automatically. And it's crazy how many women I think are gonna kill me. Like I'm way more wearisome of women than men. Because men is like, whatever, here we go. We're supposed to be a battle. But women that want to be a battle, there's an extra level of craziness to that shit. And it makes my Spider Spences, right? Spider Spences. Who is that? A fucking comic book character from DC or some shit? No, Spider Senses. Sorry, and I'm copying that from Marvel. Thank you, Peter Parker. Anyway, will I ever finish the story? Probably not. It's taking me about 22 minutes to even get this far into it. But we go to the favorite El Pollo Loco, which is one of the few spots we used to go to as kids to stay away from my mom. Really, we used to go to McDonald's more, but we have a tendency now to like hit up like weird fast food joints, to just cake it and eat and then talk, which is where we're going to in the story. So we go to El Pollo Loco and we get some fucking food, which is honestly the last couple times before that El Pollo Loco disappointed me, but this one, fire. Oh, where was it at? Mesa Riverview, I think. No? No, another one. Either way, fire. But yeah, this one was fire. And we were eating. Things seemed good. Nice little conversation. Everyone's being fantastic. And boom. My pops decides to go into cultural and political debate. Why? 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 It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, where the fuck I've been looking at? I've just been looking up the ceiling. I need to be looking at y'all right there. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Why the fuck he would do that, but he loves to do it. And the thing is, the we were that were there was my father, me, my sister, and my brother-in-law. And it was like, blah 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 blacks, huh? Yeah, this and that and that, blah da 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 da, blacks. And this is in public now. We're not in that fucking gallant of a wagon, okay? That Mitsubishi fucking motorbike, four-wheel motorbike, okay? We're in the fucking Pollo Loco. Alright, I think on like a Saturday. I'm not saying this shit's popping. It's as popping as it could ever be, though. Then my dad is going off about black people, and he's not even looking around. He don't give a fuck. I'm looking around. I untactfully don't notice that my sister and my brother-in-law stopped talking. They're the other two that are with us. Both of them are conservative. My dad's conservative. I'm more liberal. I don't really give a fuck. I'm not about. I don't like it, the party thing is not important, but I'm definitely more liberal than them. That's for sure. But huh? They, my sister and my brother-in-law, they immediately stopped. I like hold my head for a second, and then I'm like looking around, and there's no black people that I can say, but I looked around pretty tentatively. There's definitely some brown people, you know what I'm saying? And if I was like at another table, I'm brown enough to give a fuck, because, people, like white people treat everyone past a certain shade of brown like they're black. And when I got locked up, a lot of my homies in there understood immediately. The kinfolk in there, the kinfolk, which are the black people. You know, when my dad said I am black, he is right. But the reasons for why he said he's wrong. I am Indian first, and as his son, he should never say that shit to me. It's always going to be taken as an insult. And he doesn't respect black culture or really understand what it's about. Like, he just thinks that people just get locked up and just do stupid shit. I'm like, dude, no, there's a whole nature of that, and it's just like a violent third world nation within our nation, and that's why so much of that shit happens between them, because they don't even understand that there's a credit system where you get just money for free for a while. You get money that you couldn't just raise. Like, literally, we got $10,000 for a business that we could use interest free off of a credit card. Not that we're going to use that, but that's just not possible unless you fix it and do shit. Damn, I gotta pay down the balance of my credit card like a motherfucker. Isn't that the worst fucking feeling? When you fucking realize like you have money, but really you just have this debt that's not as much. I'm gonna move the balances over, but it's pretty close to max, which is not good. I gotta drop that thing down. Spend my whole life on that shiitake mushrooms. Anyway, so my dad keeps going off, and I'm just looking around. My sister buries her head in her palms. My brother-in-law just starts looking around. I do a combination of both. My dad keeps going, and you know who decides to engage him? You're looking at him. The dumbass in front of you. And I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? Black people are cool. Blah, 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 blah. And, yeah, there's just no point in trying to continue that conversation in that place. It's not appropriate. Like, I'm obviously going to try to get, like, people who have gotten my back, who I've represented with on the street and just been with. I'm not black by blood at all. And this, I'm probably appropriating like a motherfucker. Fuck it. I've been allowed and given the car by every motherfucker that I know of that skin tone. So if you don't know me personally, what does it fucking matter? Fuck it. If you ain't agreeing with it, fuck it. How are we gonna grow? How are we gonna grow? Look at how fucking dark I am. This is the lightest I've ever fucking been. You gotta fucking relax. Trust me, especially once I keep my hair short as fuck. You already know, y'all see me. This is the most Indian I'm gonna look. I'm getting my haircut tomorrow. Should have got it right now and not even recorded. Fucking motherfuckers, you're fucking complaining to me. Fuck off. But those of you that love me who are still in, which is probably, we probably started with about 3 listeners and we're down to about like 1/3. But thank you for the third of you, the 1/3 of a person that's still listening. I really appreciate it, because we literally lost like 8/9 of our fucking listener base in one fell when I said, "Oh, I don't give a fuck about my mom." But yeah, I tried to debate him on this topic in a public forum about how he shouldn't be dogging on black people, which I've, so righteous, but what the fuck? It's so dumb. And so the conversation keeps going for like 30 minutes when it could have just been done. Like, yeah, yeah, all right, let's talk about the new Jurassic Park that's gonna come out whenever, or anything. I Dream of Jeannie, like, pretty bad for her time, pretty, she definitely broke some things, and she holds up the test of time, really. Like, she's still fucking hot, right? Anything, wasn't, fuck, you know, anything. Fuck. Can we complain about white people? Like, complain about white people in public, perfectly acceptable if you're dark. Complaining about other dark people in public, you trying to fight? You know what I'm saying? Plus, we in Mesa. There's enough black people out there. What? You gonna cause an issue and I'm supposed to fight because you said some shit? Which is exactly what's gonna end up happening. Like, that's retarded. But he kept going too. My dad used to do a lot without sleep. I hope it doesn't. And lately, I've been feeling like maybe sometimes he's sort of losing it a little bit. And I hope he doesn't get like Alzheimer's or nothing, because apparently it's related to lack of sleep. Like, that beta amyloid builds up in your brain if you don't get enough. And I am not trying to get that. Let me, like, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to get more out of life by skipping sleep. That's not how it works. You get more out of life by getting your sleep. I'm definitely getting that 7. Maybe that 7.5 or the 7.6 if I'm feeling giddy. You know what? On the weekends, I might hit some 8.2s even. Fuck it. But then the rest of that time, I'm going heavy hitter. I have to. I have to go out of the fucking ballpark. Because now I'm going to be losing time on sleep, and I can't be losing no more time when I'm awake. So I'm just hitting. I'm just hitting. We popping out here. We popping out here, champing. We fucking champing out here. I'm champing out the park, motherfuckers. You know? Man, we fucking champing so good lately. We've been on some champ shit. And that's what I'm fucking talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about. There ain't nothing better. Man, I look dark as shit today. Look, this makes it a fucking... Okay, that's not even working no more. I don't understand. I need to get better light shit. I'm just trash, dude. I look so fucking trash right now. And like, I never really noticed like these knuckles are sort of black. Like, why? Nothing makes sense, man. I got really black knuckles. Like, I fucking... Like, they're callous, but they feel just like the other skin. They're just black. It's weird. I saw something funny. My homie posted on some Instagram thing with Victor Oladipo, but he was like, "Yo, why is Oladipo's tones like, why is Oladipo's bottom lip so much lighter than his top lip?" And I never really noticed it before, but he's dead ass right. You know what I'm saying? Soda, you're dead ass right, my dude. That shit, like, he's two-tone lip. Like, he's Harvey Two-Face from Batman. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, like, he got it a different way. Look, this shit, holy shit, he Two-Face like I'm Two-Face right now. Like, this is all hairy gorilla face. Below the line, if you're watching the video, you know what I'm talking about, right where my beard starts, and I cleaned it up. And above that, Indian nerd. East Indian fucking chubby nerd. And my personality is like a combination of both of those too, mixed in with a lot of black stuff. Apparently by my dad. And the funniest thing is, like, I took offense to it, and he's not even wrong. I'm a nigga, for real. Like, ask all my niggas that say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really trying not to use the word so much anymore, but this is funny, and I say it. I still say it sometimes. Niggas. You know what I am going to use more, as you guys already know, is fucking retarded. Pussy. No, wait, not pussy. Retarded and faggot. That's what I use. But we don't need to go over that over again. I'm pretty sure I went over that already. Yeah. There's no reason why I would remember that. Okay. Let's see. I know I have some topics. You know it's weird when you like look at your phone and you're like trying to do something but you can't even see. You can't. You're just seeing what's there, but you're not really taking in any information. Like I just clicked around shit looking for the any random thoughts I had to put on the show, and it was the first top thing, which makes sense, but I just didn't even couldn't find it that whole time while I was doing that. When I was doing that. When I was doing that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you don't have to replay that or wonder if your shit broke or fucked up because yes, I did do that 3 times, and I usually my throat will never shoot out because I don't really yell. I have a projecting voice, but good God, coughing for no reason, not great for you. Just learned that. I'm 31. New knowledge. Oh. That's definitely not the song, but new knowledge. Yeah. You know that saying when they say you can learn something new every day? Because you can, because new knowledge. Bra, bra, da, da. Oh, dude, when I lost my fucking phone yesterday, I got kicked out of the house for fucking being loud for no fucking reason by the dumbest bitch ever. Thank you, bitch. Thank you, Kayla. You dumb bitch. I hope you listen to this. I hope it gets big and you suck some fat dicks. If it's mine, that'd be fine, but yeah. Oh, last week was the week of Kanye. Kanye showing that he is not a nigga. He's not with us blacks, dude. He's not with us blacks. Doesn't seem like he's with any of the Browns. Us Browns either. And probably not that favorable to the yellows unless it's in your hair. And yes, when I meant yellows, I was talking about the other Asians. Apologies. But hey, I'm Indian, and I'm black, and I'm Asian. I'm everything. And I'm pretty much red too, because I'm Indian, and that almost counts for Native American. People in prison used to fucking ask me, hey, how come you didn't run chief? Do you still making the same mistakes as the pilgrims? What the fuck? That shit is crazy, dude. No. We're the Indians in India. They're the Indians that stole our name because it was given to them by your ancestors who missed by thousands and thousands of miles. So obviously they weren't that smart. But we got Google now. And you should know about the 2 types of Indians. As Jay-Z says, red dot or feather. Red dot, Indian. Feather, Native American, as I like to call them. If they want to be known as Indian, that's fine. Sometimes I want to be known as a nigga. I get it. Sometimes I don't. Because if anyone asks, I don't have any black in my body. Except under the belt, perhaps. Or if I check that like a DNA test. I like to refer to it as casino or curry sometimes too, to make it even clear, a more 21st century dictation, you know? Casino, fake Indians, curry, delicious and stinky real Indians, you know? So, yo, I was at Food City yesterday, and I was standing next to my Indian brethren, and I was like, man, I am so happy I look pretty much black, even though I could tell they knew I was Indian. Because I'm not going to say shit to them, and boy, they sort of smell like shit. And then I was just thinking about how my house used to smell like really good Indian food, but when you leave the house and you like smell and you come back and you realize that you smell like that shit, but you can't even smell it, you're like, it smells like shit. And girls used to say they sort of like that. Oh, God. Why? You know what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start cooking Indian food, but outside or some shit. It is crazy. It does stink up your house. You have to cook with the door open or some shit. What was I talking about? New knowledge. Beep, 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 beep. What was I talking about? Where that Indian East Indian thing come from? No, I'm Indian. Oh, whoa, whoa. God, don't you hate that? Don't you just hate when you know that you're just not as smart as you should be? You know? Don't you just hate when like you like I just bragged about not being so high that I didn't forget about a previous topic and then you forget about a topic? You know? You like bragged about being good at something and then immediately proven that you're not, you know? And then you realize that having a beer with your shitty camera is probably like the worst idea and you should have recorded tomorrow, you know? Yeah? Yeah? These are things that, you gotta ask, you know? You know? You know how when like people say and they know it's a nervous tick, but it keeps making them say you know? That's not really what's happening, because I ain't nervous for shit. I'm the king of this fucking champ shit. Champ-Nation, bro. I'm King Champ. I'm Champ. What the fuck do I have to be nervous about? Champing up? Mm-mm. No champing way, dude. No fucking champing way, dude. And I only made that face just to see what it'll look like on the camera. God, it's so bad, dude. How do people like I judge if a chick is hot with my boner, right? Oh, I remember what I was talking about. But I judge a chick if she's hot with pretty much my boner. Like she gets me looking or sort of attracted, I'm like, okay, there's something about her, right? How do women judge a man if he's hot? It's got to be the same way. The little clitori must stand up, or a little juiciness, or is it something else? They always talk about like facial symmetry and shit. Used to have that till I feel like I don't no more. You ever feel like you're balding? Hey dudes, and occasional girls. You ever feel like you're balding, dude? You know, I think I'm slowly balding. Sort of sucks. Some people are like, nah, no way. I'm like, what? I think I see it though. Like I feel like my back hair is thicker than my top hair, and I get fades. So when it grows out, like it shouldn't be growing like that. And then I guess like my bald spot up here, it's always been sort of big, but maybe it just makes it look like I'm balding. I don't know. I might be balding, but maybe I'll get some hair put in, or maybe not. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Get some fucking like I heard they take hair from other parts of your body. The shit is different, man. It's not as thick. It's thin. I heard they have a laser one now that can sort of do some shit like stimulate it, like some shit that like Doc had when Marty would come over for Back to the Future movies, like in his labs and shit. Like just like that, but I have no idea what exactly I'm talking about, so please don't even look it up, but you can imagine. Something that would make your hair stick up like that, but now it makes it grow, you know? Make it stick up like Doc and Eddie's paws. Doc and Eddie's. Doc Holiday. What's his name? Holiday in that shit? Dude, I got such a bad memory lately. I think it's just like everything. I haven't seen anything in a while, and you know, I'm a little hungry right now. I'm a little hungry poo. Maybe I'm a little fucking, you know, chillaxing, chill, drapsing. Ah, what's poppin', peeps? What's poppin', purples? Hey, Schmerples, what's perpin'? Wow, those are just more words I made up for no reason. You know? This is yet another podcast I think is fucking terrible, but it's probably gonna be just one of the best ones that I've ever fucking made. That happens every fucking time. I'm a fucking magician, but during the act, not happy. Which is like fucking weird, you know? And I gotta start going through the old ones and adding portions of those, and maybe even some of the old full shows. Like, they were pretty good. But I don't know. I think if we're getting into this, you guys are just getting into this, and we'll just keep making new content. Like this shit about Kanye. Yeah, brought it back. Remember what I was talking about. Not so dumb. Just got a little weight. By the way, pause. We're gonna go off topic once again, but you know how they always say weed affects your memory, your short-term memory. Well, it's so funny that when like weed smokers like um think about something and want to talk about something, then they forget about it. They sort of like overreact and think that it's never going to come back. But I'm like, dude, it's your short-term memory. Just wait like 5 minutes. Like the part of your memory that gets like blocked is like sort of the same range. So once you know enough time has passed, and that 5 to 10 minute spurt where it sort of makes it cloudy and you forget, you start remembering the stuff from before. It's just math. It's just math and trust, dude. Have faith in yourself. Have faith. I don't know why I'm singing. You gotta be terrible. But I'm just loosey goosey today. I'm not even loosey goosey, but it's just flying off. So I think this, the grooves are starting to build and just like things are fucking going the way that they need to be. Probably how it started to feel when I hit the stage. I'm gonna hit the stage soon and start eating bowls, bowls of shit. BOSs, dude. I'm gonna eat fat BOSs with a decent spork. I'm probably gonna need a metal spork, you know? It's gonna be like different textures. I'm gonna want to make sure I got it all. Oh, the worst. Spork life. Ugh. Um, damn, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat something after this, and probably not so good. I'm waiting for this dude to hit me up. He said around 5. Let's hit him with the. Oh, got a little offerage on the old eBay. I'll deal with it later. So Kanye, man, I guess he's like no longer black, dude. Or, I mean, he's black as fuck. Don't get me wrong. He's for sure black, but I mean, I guess he's just like a very, very conservative and doing his damn thing and sort of just getting the buzz around him. And kudos to him. Here he is, even making our podcast, and that's where we're about to pretty much cut it off because I'm not gonna give him too much promo because I just realized I'm falling into the same trap as everyone else. I mean, what does it fucking matter? He just does the same thing, drops an album, and doesn't give a fuck. Just fucking moves and shakes and does some shit, doesn't give a fuck. Probably doesn't give a fuck about Trump, just using it to his advantage. Why the fuck not? Trump would do the same thing. He is doing the same thing. They're all doing the same thing. It's a good game. And even if they do like each other, hey, it's still a good move. It's still a good PR move. Why tell us now? Trump's been in office for fucking ever. You could have told us a while ago. Oh, it's because your album's coming out. If you told us 6 months ago, this shit would have already flown over. So it's at least timed. Why not put your most controversial statements out right before? So that's why we're going to end that shit on the podcast. But that's about it. That's all I have to say. Sorry, guys. Just want an idea from this guy if he's gonna hit me up on how long he gonna be. How long you gonna be? What the hook gonna be? Y'all remember that song? That shit was sort of hard. What the hook gonna be? What was that? Murphy Lee? What the hook gonna be? Yeah, I don't need no hook on this beat. Yeah, that was Murphy Lee. Don't need no hook on this beat. I don't remember the shit after that, but it was. I mean, he was swaggy with the shit. Pause. But why we keep saying pause? It's sort of funny. The pause game is pretty funny to be honest. But no one in AZ really plays it, so it's even more hilarious when I start pulling on people. Once they sort of get what you're talking about. Dude, I used to fall like that's just been going around forever. I mean, no homo I always knew, but I just didn't know pause was part of the same shit. When my homie from DC came over this way, a black homie, but he's one of the two black homies I was counting that I can remember. Okay, but yeah, that pause game came back heavy here. I didn't know how to deal with it, but I like those type of games in general because it trains your brain how to like go around something and like makes it better. It's like another competitive thing that's sort of just like I don't know if it structures your brain badly, but it makes you just more alert for things. Like you know how the game where you put up this, and I'm not trying to get everyone right now because you got to put it underneath the waist. But when you put up that circle with those three fingers underneath the waist, once I realized I was a gay man, I never really fell for that shit. Even though I bet you now, once I start hitting stage and this podcast gets big, all you fuckers are gonna try to hit me with that. If a champ puts that up, you're automatically unshamped. Well, fuck. I can't even do that. Just do it, and I'll just take a fucking beating. No, actually, if you fucking hit me, be prepared to get hit worse. That's how I do it. I do it Trump style. I read one of his books of like negotiation and business when I was locked up just to get in his head because these were like written in '06 and shit like that. So it had been a while. So I wanted to see like how much he was like how much of what he said now is a facade and how much was he like who he was then. And man, unfortunately, I thought he was sort of doing this as an act to get elected initially, but no, he was doing that shit for real. Like that's his personality sort of. And I was like, damn, and that's why it's just been consistent the same shit. And so see, and then that short term fucking shit hit. But yeah, I was reading that book and it was talking about I remember now. I was talking about if someone wrongs you, one of Trump's rule in business is if someone wrongs you, you always do it 10 times worse back to them, so they learn their lesson and don't get at you. And I honestly sort of believe that in a lot of ways. It's like if they got at you first, they used their fucking ow, holy shit, I almost just fucked my shit up. They used their ah, sorry guys, my ankle hurt and I almost fucked my shit up. That was the craziest pain ever. But sorry, that sounds like I'm getting something put right up the poops, the pooper. Oh fuck. Yeah, ankle Achilles issues, not cool, man. I've been dealing with this shit for a while, and I think I know what I did for sure. Oh man, Vegas, I did hurt it extra. I'm gonna have to figure out what's wrong with it. Anyway, um, yeah, get someone 10 times worse. I mean, fuck it. They use the what we call in chess the initiative and got you on the surprise. So fuck it. Reprimand them 10 times worse. They ain't moving again. And if they are, fuck it. Double the price on the head. Fuck it. Fuck all the people that try to screw us over. They're just pieces of trash. You know. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And yeah, I'm so happy we got done with that Kanye shit in like 3 seconds. That shit was amazing. Pretty sure my fucking neighbor's on this fucking rage shit, slamming this fucking door. God, he's such a shithead. Oh, we could end with this shit. Here's a cool idea I had. If you knew you were gonna die, if you knew you were gonna die, let's say an asteroid was coming to Earth, and NASA, they were trying to do some stuff about it, but they realized they couldn't block it, and they hit us with that. I don't know. Something like that. Something like however the alarm would sound. And probably they'd probably hit us over the phones like an Amber Alert. Bird, bird, bird. You go look down and be like, asteroid heading to Earth. Extinction of humankind imminent in 5 hours and counting. We're like, what? What the fuck? We start Googling to see if it's a hoax, and if we're good at our Googles, within anywhere from 10 seconds to 20 minutes, you're gonna find out it's real. We're dying, all of us. Well, the first thing I would do, now that I think about it, off topic from the idea that I was thinking about, was that you call someone to come over and fuck. But while they're coming over, or if you can get to them, because the lines are probably going to be so crazy, everyone making calls at the same time, I think you have to start immediately masturbating before you die, until your call finally gets through and you can get that fuck in, even if you nutted 20 times before the call got connected. Because listen, this is your last 5 hours. And what's a better feeling? First of all, what are we meant to do in this world? Procreate. Okay? And yeah, well, there won't be no more create anymore after the asteroid comes. It's all Dundee. There's a reason why I feel so good. We gotta do it. It's mostly about the feeling. And so what's the second best feeling after fucking? Boy, you heard it. Masturbating. That's what we gotta do. If an asteroid's coming, we got 5 hours left, I'm done for 5 hours, man. Like, I'm gonna masturbate it up. And if in 5.5 hours I find out it was a hoax or whatever, cool. I got either a couple quick nuts in, probably more like 48 of them, 58 of them to be exact, or maybe a couple fuck sessions in with some fucking grotesque human being, or maybe just a fucking beauty queen, or whatever's close. Maybe fucking just something terrible. I mean, maybe if it's even that dude, that bad, you just become gay for 5 hours. It's like, fuck it, dude. I'm about to die. Like, what? There's nothing to do, man. It's not even about that. It's about like bucket list, huh? What am I gonna do in 5 hours? Can't even fucking get to the fucking. What's the point of even skydiving or something like that when you're gonna get hit by an asteroid? There's not gonna be better fucking fireworks or anything like that, Or maybe you would want to skydive so that you're up in a plane when the shit hits. Well, then you won't have anywhere to land. There's gotta be or maybe there won't be any more Earth and you're just flying around and nothing. Yo! That would be so crazy if you're flying a plane and something comes and cracks the Earth into a bunch of thousands of pieces, and then all of a sudden you're just really just flying in space. I guess there's a lot of mass, so you probably would have to die even if you're in a plane. It coming out just it has to happen, and that's definitely not what it sounds. Probably be supersonic, and then that's just you burning up. Just fucking just goddamn. That's a more realistic sound. It's sounding is gonna be the craziest boom ever, and then it's gonna be your flesh just your fucking plane just. I wasn't meant for this. Because your plane talks, Yeah. But I'd masturbate it up, dude. Because I probably would not have fun doing the gay option. But people go gay for the stay in prison, so I understand, If you do the gay option, 5 hours if we're gonna die, I'm not gonna judge you. That's no problem. I just personally couldn't do it, When I was locked up, I didn't even bust one nut, and that's not. That's not usually, a good thing. But, you know, I didn't really realize that. I just wanted to see if it was possible, and it was, and I'll never do it again. Even if, knock on wood, I ever get locked up again. I'm busting nuts in there, dude. You need it for your testosterone to move. I need my testosterone moving, Doug Dizzle. Doug Dizzle. Let me ask him where I fucking work it, man. Oh, in the janitor closet? Fuck it. When I gotta go ahead, I gotta go ahead. Yada that mean? Yada that Thug Dizzle. That's the only time where you can act like a thug and you're about to fucking jack off in fucking prison. Yeah, man, we go in the closet, huh? Nah, that's where you go if you want to bust a nut. Oh, okay. Yeah, you just put a sock or a lanyard on the or your name tag on the fucking knob. Yeah, people leave you alone, man. No problem. You got yourself a nice 5x7 space. Let's lay some dong into your hand. All right. And the funny thing is, like, when people talk about it, they're like, "Oh man, yo, Kyle, he was fucking jacking off last night." First of all, I don't give a fuck. It's sort of funny, but not that funny because we in prison, and I'm proud of him. And I wish I could have got one in, but I don't have the fucking literal cojones to go in. But now that know that you need it for your hormones, oh, best believe 2 a days. 2 a days. Why'd my voice change? I don't know. Prison V, 2 a days. uh, what this nigga say? Oh, he's. Oh, he ain't saying no. Oh, he ain't saying no about time now. What the hell? I guess he might not be coming, peeps. But I'm still gonna have to end the podcast because it looked like it's been an hour. And yes, it has. And it's not a bad spot to finish. So maybe recording again. This shit's coming out. Please listen to it. I love you. Champ up, man. Champ up, girl. Champ up, peeps. Let's fucking do it, man. Share the sub. Follow me at ITSMRVJ. That's It's Mr. VJ. The podcast is getting some fucking tags too. I think I'm gonna change them all to This Pod Made Me. Even though on Instagram right now it's This Podcast Made Me. But I think because on Twitter only This Pod Made Me was available. I think I may just make them all that just so it's easier to follow. And I've already clipped up the last videos into like little ones. I'm gonna be pushing those and just pushing some things. And I'm so happy you're here, people. I love you, and thank you. And let's go get this fucking money. Let's go take over this world, and then we'll meet up, and we'll fucking party it up, man. We'll count some chips, eat some chicken, because I'm so black, you know. We'll just stereotype out, man. If you white, fucking bring over some goddamn candles, If you're Mexican, just fucking fish tacos, or some fucking al pastor. Ooh, some ceviche. Just bring all the food from every place, man. If you're Ethiopian, bring that bread, man. I'm just rambling. I don't even know what the fuck. Trying to fucking end it. It just got so bad. All right, people. Love ya. Shampter-Nation. We out.